Hi everyone, it's Stacy from Seattle Seedling. And since it's starting to feel like fall around here, I thought it was high time we make a little pumpkin puree. So let's get to it. The first thing you need to do is get yourself a pumpkin. I use sugar pie pumpkin because it's super flavorful. You can really roast and puree any pumpkin, but the larger pumpkins, especially ones grown for carving, are going to be a lot less flavorful because they're so full of water. So look for a sugar pie pumpkin if you want to be making pumpkin puree for like pumpkin bread or pumpkin pie. About a 3-pounder is probably good, but anytime I go through the trouble to roast pumpkin, I usually do 2 small pumpkins that I'll cut in half and can fit on 1 baking sheet or 2 at a time, just to save myself time and energy. So first thing you need to do, get a pumpkin and then cut it in half and scoop out the insides. And then I'll pull off or cut off this stem because we don't really need that. Once you're done scraping the pulp and the seeds from the pumpkins, and you don't need to go crazy and get these absolutely totally clean, just get the bulk of the insides out. You want to put them face down onto a cookie sheet and put it into an oven for 375 degrees for about an hour. You're gonna check to see if they're done by piercing a fork through the skin, and if it goes through very easily, then you know they're done roasting. Then we'll take care of pureeing them. Let's get these in the oven. Once you get them out, you want to leave them on the pan until they're cool enough to touch. See how sometimes when you get it just right, that peel will just peel right off the inside of the pumpkin, and you can just put huge chunks right into the food processor. Once you put your pumpkin in here and put it into the food processor, make sure you let the food processor go for at least a minute. You want it to be very smooth. Next, you need to transfer that puree into a cheesecloth lined container, and I like to use a salad spinner for that, since there is a kind of colander inside another bowl that is perfect for catching the liquid. The next step is to put this into the refrigerator and let it sit for about 24 hours for all the excess liquid to drain out. That way you'll end up with a nice dense pumpkin puree that's pretty comparable, if not even more flavorful, to what you would get in a can, and it's ready to use at that point in any recipe that calls for pumpkin puree. So super simple. You can also freeze this. I like to freeze it in like 1.5 cup size containers. That way it's ready to use when I thaw out in most of my recipes. It freezes really well. And that's that. So I hope you'll check out my blog at seattleseedling.com. And you can follow me on Facebook at facebook.com/SeattleSeedling, and follow me on Twitter. My handle is @SeattleSeedling. You can also follow me on or subscribe to my channel on YouTube to get all the latest video updates. And I hope you'll tune in next Monday for more videos with tips on how to make your garden grow. Have a great week, friends. Bye.